There's always a situation, but I ain't scared of tech, so I just fix it. It ain't no biggie thing. Ain't no biggie. You know what I'm saying? Tech is tech. Tech will do what it feel like doing. So you just gotta accept the fact. You just have to accept the fact that you're not the boss of it and let it do its thing. All right, now we're
That's
good.
right.
Now we're cooking with Pam. So let me give people the right link. I mean, most people should. Most people in our crew know to go check the channel and come back, and then they good. You know what I'm saying? Like Louise figured it out. So if Louise
It's not
figured
our
it out,
first radio.
then we're good. Huh? Oh, not our first rodeo?
It's not our first rodeo. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said our first radio. I was like, wait, what?
It's not either. Like I've had other radios. I've had plenty of radios. Had
Oh my god.
boombox, had like
Yo,
little tiny like alarm clock radio.
yo, got it figured out now. Anyway, we good. We in the building. Oh, tech happens. Who cares? Let's get after it. So what I
That's what I'm
was what I
saying.
was trying to say when it wasn't working right is one thing that's really cool is over here now they have these sort of auto joints, right? So if you click on database now, it gives you concepts, like concepts of a plan, which is kind of funny. So I like this. Like you could just come in here and we're just going to do meeting notes, and then it just thought. And before we realized that we wasn't Leve, I was like, what I should do is back out like a quick second, and then add one more page right here, PAGE, bam, and then call this live notes, and then go bam, meet, bam, and then hit the start transcriptioning, and then be like, these will be the notes from the live recording as we record today, building a guest prep as we prepare for our first ever guest on Creators Unstuck. And then let it do that, and then I hit transcriberang. Okay, and so now that it's transcriberang, I can click this joint and open up a new tab. Like, yo, your man's is figuring this Notion stuff out. Like, I came to play. Where'd it go? So I got the guest prep page where we was, and then now we here. So I'm gonna click on form just to see because I ain't peeked in here yet, and it made a form. Ooh, nice. All right. Uh, and in theory, Mary Lou should be able to come in there because I can see her little head up here. So
Yeah, I'm
whoever's
watching you record. It's like pretty cool.
right, but you can see it.
Yeah, I see like it says transcript, record like it has the audio waveform. It says Doc Rock is currently transcribing this meeting.
Oh, gangster. Oh, I was supposed to do this. I haven't done this yet, but let me see. If you press this, you're supposed to go. Oh, it didn't do it. It's supposed to send the voice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. From the other one.
Yeah. It's supposed to
So
tell.
I'm on the live notes page.
Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to tell you that Doc is recording this meeting. So,
I see it. Is it on my side?
oh, here, play this.
I don't see a play button though.
That sounds so dumb. I don't like that voice. I had to put it on the Siri voice. The Siri voice, by the way, is Samantha. And I'm like, no, shit, you went this far, dog. Use like 11 Labs or somebody with a cuter voice.
To the heartbreak of all voiceover actors everywhere.
Well,
It is a really comfy. It's Popflex. It's because of you. You didn't show me this brand, Popflex.
yeah,
That's where my
nobody,
hoodie's from.
nobody really. I guess, yeah, you could hire your own. Maybe they should do that. They got internal people that already work there that sound cute. They should just use that
Where? What are we talking about?
at Notion to put in the consent messages. Like instead
Oh,
of
I see.
using the like there's people that it's such a large enough company and a multifaceted company that they should have they should just go to the the office and be like, all right, who here speaks Lebanese that wants to do the consent message? You know what I mean? Instead of using
Hmm.
Notion is using AI to turn the it just sounds a little
He's
bit.
got feelings about it.
Well, I did it until you said it, so it's your fault.
Ah,
You said
yeah,
to the
that's what I'm
demise of
saying.
voice actors because I was a voice actor. Like I've done tons of commercials, so like yeah, it would sound way better. I'd be like, "Hey fool, Notion is using AI to record this message. Keep it gangster." Like, that would be my okay. So oh my god, I don't even know what questions to put into this guest form. So let me think. All right, I'm gonna cheat. When you feel like cheating, I'm creating a form for guests to join the podcast. For whatever reason, right now, my brain can't come up with ideas for what should be on this guest form. So I'm gonna let you do it. That's the kind of prompting I'm talking about. let's see. Let's see if it works. I don't even like. I mean, I filled out so many of these things. Why right now that I need to think about this? I can't think about what to put on the form. Like I know you need a bio, but we kind of know his bio, but that won't be the same for everybody. Um. Oh, I know one of the good questions is, what things would you like us to promote? What social medias would you like us to send people to? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Who needs to do it by yourself when Notion can just knock it out the piss arc for you? All right, are you done? It's still updating. It's still updating. This is not fair. 'Cause we're supposed to show people how to do this. And then I got the AI button. Just press it. Like, I'm telling you, fam, the last couple of few days, I started like a week early just poking around and playing. But Notion AI is so freaking good. Like, it is legit good. What it can do is just absolutely phenomenal. All right, so all set. I turned your guest breast into a database. Intake system fields that you can use for public guests. Core info, guest name, email, company, role, bio, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, YouTube.
You back?
Pronouns, pronunciations of their names. Topics and logistics, proposed topics, recording type, in person, tech prep. Um, boom, boom, boom. Response added. And you want to break these required fields or tailor the response. So let's do this. It wants me to click on this guest intake. Um, wait, why don't I see the form? Let me see something. Da, da, da. So if I open this, oh, here's the responses. There's the guest intake. Bing. There's the form builder. There's the response. Then here's the statuses. And here's the recording calendar. And then there's one more. What is the one more? All the applicants. Okay, so we got those databases. Now we need to fill out the form. So, question one, question two. So, let's go see what the responses are. Guest name, respondent, application status, proposed topics, and then we're just going to connect it to these. Recording type, website, LinkedIn, Twitter, so forth, so on, etc. Headshot, company role, short bio. Oh, so here's what you do when you don't want to feel like scrolling sideways that long. As you come to the front and you say add a new page, and then we're gonna say this guest name is Bobby. This is not real. We'll change this, and then do a side peek, and there's all of the stuff that's here on the form. Okay, so application status. We'll start it with not started. This company or role would be Thorpe. That's not how you spell it. Creative, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's correct. And we won't put his email there. Um, Gear checklist. He's going to be on a USB mic. Boom, headshot. We get him to upload that. How did you hear? We don't care. In-person location, we don't care. Internal notes, we don't care. That'll be me and Mary Lou talking spicy about him. Hope he don't wear a wig. Hope he doesn't come in a wig. Right? Then we can put in his link like Billy Thorpe. Did you catch it? Nope. Billy Thorpe. Nope. Billy. Oh, you're so stupid. It doesn't. It's not catching fast enough because we're live. All right, and then preferred recording date will be next full week, which is the 1/2. No, the 1/11. Veterans Day. Oh, figure that out. Okay, and then his pronouns is crazy. All right, our proposed topic. We're going to talk about creator business, monetization. Oh, look at the categories it automatically figured out, dog. It came up with audience growth, creator business, creator strategy, gear and setup, live streaming, video production, monetization, community building, workflow, and automations. I didn't tell it none of that, but it knows what I talk about, and it probably knows I'm going to bring on some folks like that. Neil said, no wig drama. Hey, Neil, welcome to the show. That's super funny, bro. No wig drama. Hey, what did you just do? I didn't do that. I have no idea why the form just jumped out of its mind, but that's pretty cool. I like the fact that, again, just because of conversations that I have been having with it over the last little bit, like it kind of guesstimated what would I possibly be talking about. Okay, so the recording type, we're going to call this remote, and it came up with that. Do I have consent from Billy? I'm going to just go ahead and check yes, but oops. So then we'll put in his bio, and then, of course, the time zone will be Hawaiian time, HST, bingo. And then we'll get all the other stuff that he wants us to put in. And there's an E after Thorpe, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now
I didn't know that Puerto Rico doesn't do time change as well.
Yeah, they're like us. There's us, Arizona, Alaska, and the Rico. All right, this is so cool.
Now, why do we still do it? Do you know? What
we
the
passed
people say?
We passed the thing in Congress to get rid of it like 2 years ago, and they still ain't done it. Because now, this is how dumb it is. The fight is, do we go stay forward or stay backwards? Doesn't freaking matter. We will adjust.
Just pick one.
Like,
whatever the one that's the standard time, just stay to that, whatever is.
Yo, fam, the level of bozacity is really dumb because it's all this is what drives me crazy. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a small little rant team. Everybody hang tight.
Go for it.
Grab your grab your seatbelt, Auntie.
Because I had to ask a question.
See, Mary Lou, why she do that?
Why'd I have to even start a conversation? I was just sitting here painting my nails. I was like, just keep your mouth shut and let him type.
Well, you know I can't type in the first place. That's the problem.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like you were doing, like, well, let him talk, right? Let him talk to the AI. Continue. All right. Go
so
on.
Here's the thing. And I think this is important even when it comes to just being a creator and being unstuck as a creator. Unfortunately, we as a society, more so than other places, and I do travel the world, but America is really bad at that. We love labels way too much. We put way too much weight in labels. Does it really matter to your brain if it's 8:50 right now or 7:50? No. You're still doing the same thing. Time, I don't know. There was this one dude who explained to us that time is relative. I don't know if y'all remember that dude, but yeah, time is relative. So instead of calling it 8:50, if we called it like create a clock, it's the same freaking time. Like it doesn't matter. And you know what? It's not in Japan right now. It's not 8:50. And when it's 8:50 in Japan, you know what? It's still not 8:50. You know what time it is? Hachiji Gojufun. That's what time it is. So it ain't 850 in Japan. It ain't 850 in China. I don't know how to say it. Either one type it in the chat. It ain't 850 in Korea. It's just words, dog. Like it doesn't mean anything. And it's kind of crazy that we passed a law to make the most irritating thing go away. And now we still stuck because they don't know which direction they should go forward or back. Who cares? We will adjust. And maybe because I travel a lot and I'm always on a different time zone anyway, it ain't that deep, dog. You say be here in an hour, I'll be there in an hour. Okay, maybe hour 10. But, bro, bro, he said, I love Billy Thorpe's Children of the Sun, gray hair from 79. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, it's almost the same. Yo, the after the hachi, the next kanji is different, but the rest is the same. Well, considering that Japanese stole kanji from China, the so she wrote what in Japanese would be hachi ji go ju fun. The one that looks like a person with the sitting down, that's 5, the third one. And then the cross is 10, and then the last one is minutes. The one that looks like a mountain, that's the little hill, that's 8. So it literally says 8 hour 5:10 minutes, and the one kanji is different. Everything else is the same. So yeah, boom. Of course I knew that, Eden. That's why when I was in school in Tokai, I used to hang out with the kids that were from Beijing because I learned kanji faster hanging out with them because they always knew what the sign said. They didn't know what the correct words were, but they knew exactly what the sign said. So I used to hang out with them, and that's why my kanji game is so tight. Uh, Plus, they were just the two funniest kids in school. Like we did a lot of drinking. We did a whole lot of drinking. Let me tell
As kids do,
you, as kids do. So
Not children, not minors. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Just
Eden's
disclaimer.
actually the drinking age in Japan is 20. Because they trust people to be adults because they are. We
Yeah.
we have adults that ain't adults, so there's that. Interesting
Yeah.
concept. All right, let's go back to building my dang form. Now, here's the thing that I don't understand how it did this, but from the response database, it got everything correct. What it didn't do was build the form based off of that. So now we're going to cheat. We're going to see if we can do this again. Okay, let's try. I went to the response database and I filled in a bunch of things. However, the form builder doesn't have the fields to match what would go into the response database. Can you look at the sample input from the response database and build the form? Bingo. So, and again, people, I'm going to remind everybody up in this piece. I don't know how you do it. I don't care whether you use the one that's built in your computer or built into your phone, or whether you're like me and use WhisperFlow. And I got on WhisperFlow because of Rich. I was using Super Whisper, and Rich said to check out WhisperFlow. It's different. They're both good, but I'm really liking WhisperFlow because the accuracy is phenomenal. And the other thing that was crazy is it understood like that I'm in Hawaii. And when I gave it a bunch of Hawaiian street names, which every other transcriptionist thing does, fails miserably. It doesn't know Kapiolani. It doesn't know Kana'anaole. It doesn't know Kamehameha. It doesn't know any of these things. Like Kapahulu, it gets all of it wrong. But WhisperFlow nailed it. And I was like, bruh. Like somebody went and stuck a Hawaiian dictionary in that sucker, which was crazy. But yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Oh, Mary Lou, did you update your phone to the latest iOS 26.1?
It might have. Let's check.
And do you have AirPod
Hold on.
regulars, like white AirPods?
Yes.
They added,
They're the short ones, though.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It works on all of the AirPods.
Okay.
They added
All right.
live translation.
Cool.
So like if you go somewhere and like maybe like they only speak Spanish, but you like I gotta get this did. You put your AirPods in and you hold the phone out and you like say what you say it. They go and then you can it translator it. It's kind of cool. And they added Japanese, Korean, and standard Mandarin yesterday.
Cool.
Eden, I believe it works. Like, yeah, I had a hard time testing it out because nobody was around. Um,
It works.
but I did it. No, but Eden is correct. Like, normally these things struggle with the Asian languages. However, Eden, what I did, why are you doing that? Dude, stop that. What I did was I played a video from a commercial and I had it listen to the commercial and it was nailing it. And it doesn't work as right because the computer was just in a weird position compared to where my AirPods is, and I was using the AirPods as the sound for the computer, so it couldn't keep up as it would for a normal human conversation. But it was kind of working. It was kind of crazy. Okay, so let me read what it said.
I
Go ahead, Paul.
I was going to say I go down to the office here in the apartment building every so often, and they will start speaking Spanish occasionally. So I
And you're
had my
like, oh, the
AirPods in,
old
so I
white
thought
dude came down
I'm
here
gonna.
to complain about shit. How do you say Karen in Spanish? Carita. Karenita. Sorry,
But I
Paul.
thought I'll test this out. So I turned on the translation, and I said they were like chatting away, and they said, "Oh, you're talking about such and such," and it's like I was right. I could tell what they were saying. It was pretty spot on.
Oh, so now we can tell when you go to the taco joint, you want to see if they talking spicy about you, which is to me one of my favorite things. Ida will understand this because she's been studying Korean a lot, and they're gonna look at her and go, "She's not Korean." So then they'll start saying some dumb shit, and then she'll be like, "Korea, mori가 미친놈 죽을래." They're like, "Ah, she understands me." Oh my god, they're gonna lose their mind. So I love to do that shit. Like absolutely. Like in Japan, most people ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but I have answered like little kids when they're like, "That guy is big," and I'll be like, "もう本当にもうでかそうじゃねえよ。もう俺の普通のサイズなんですけども." The little kid is like, "Oh shit." So I love to do that to people. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I was super stoked. Like this is something. Being a computer user for as long as I've been using the computer, I'll be like, I can't wait till we get to the point where we have like the Star Wars translator style communicator. And like I feel like no cap, bro, we're almost there. Like this is the closest that we've been in a hot minute, but that's going to be an absolute game changer. Like as we get better, as we start to figure these things out, like oh my god, can you just absolutely imagine how cool it's going to be able to easily just have conversations with people and don't have to care about the language barrier. And here's why this sounds crazy. Here's why this means so much to me. I know what I thought about the world before I start traveling it. And then I know what I thought about the world after I start traveling it. And it's so unfortunate that so many people that are the most heinous about what they think is going on in the world, they ain't never been out of their own town, let alone traveled. So that's why they have such an illmatic view of like what's popping off, right? So anybody who will say like, these people from this country and blah blah blah, it's like, hey, you been there, dog? Nah. So yeah, when I first stepped foot into Shenzhen, it was 2013, and I was like, oh, this joint make Rodeo Drive look like the freaking hood. Like when you live in LA, okay, if you
Hmm.
go down to Rodeo, how long does it
Hmm.
take till you see a Bentley?
like you don't even get into town, you already saw a Bentley.
Yeah, how many do you see?
I I don't know, a lot.
Dude, in Shenzhen, you see like 8. As soon as you turn the corner, it's like vroom, 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 vroom. Like, where the frick? Like, when you pull, we went to this Thai restaurant. When you pull into the parking area of the Thai restaurant at SZ, it's Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, Jaguar, Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Jaguar, Porsche, Land Cruiser, like just tons of them, right? The Harry Winstons, like same thing in downtown Hong Kong, bro. Next to Din Tai Fung is Tiffany's, a big ass Tiffany's. Like it's kind of crazy, and it's just wow. But that's not what you was told, right? And then I had the blessed opportunity to go to Foxconn. If you have something in your house that is electronic in your reach, it was partially built at Foxconn. If you've ever seen inside a circuit board or anything you own, a couple of them chips say Foxconn. And at that time in the US, there was an a-hole by the name of Mike Daisy who made this story about iPhones were being built by 13-year-olds, which is farther than the truth. Number one, in the iPhone factory at Foxconn, no humans touch the making of an iPhone. It's so tight in that little. If you ever busted one or seen one busted or watched Jerry fucks up every. I hate Jerry. Jerry breaks everything. Ain't nobody in there with a tiny little screwdriver going. It's all robot, bro. It's all robot. Now there are people that make the machines that make the phone, and so I got to see that part. I got to see the dipping tank where they take the circuit board, and I'll use this book as an example. They dip it into a fluid, it comes up, and then the blue light hits it, and then it dips it into another fluid, and the blue light hits it, it dips it into another fluid, and the blue light hits it. And what that's doing is making it, quote unquote, water resistant IP, whatever, some kind of thing. So they're putting on the bondings that make it able to drop it in the water and not die. And they were building the machine to build the next phone. So they were doing the testing of the way it flips through the different solutions, and then the light hits it. And then they were trying to get the timings all right in whatever. So you've seen this group of like 20 scientists tweaking and doing things. And then I went into a fire tablet room where they had machines that were going to the button over and over and over and over again. And I was like, yo, that's dope. And then so my friend Kevin, who set us up with the tour, he gave me this thick ass jacket and he said, go in the room. I was like, cool. Man, you walk in there, there's 2 dudes in the Eskimo suit. You hit that son bitch, bro, it's like -20. I mean, teeth is like, he's like, oh, so this is where we're testing, button compression in the most extreme temperatures. Then he takes us to the other room where it's like 110 degrees. And they're doing drop tests, just like we saw at Shore. They're doing, moisture tests. They're doing different voltage tests. I got to see people building the antenna assembly for iPads. And it's nothing like what this dude Mike said. And I literally went there like 2 months after the report came out in Wall Street Journal. And so I said to Kevin directly, I was like, bro, is there any kids on the campus? And he was like, no. It's just like, mostly engineers and post-college grad people. And then I was like, the other thing that this dude said in the story, and YouTube's not going to like this video, so I'm going to have to adjust my verbiage a little bit. The story played up about how many people take themselves in the high-pressure world of an electronics factory. And so I said to my friend, his cousin is the guy who works at the factory, but my friend does something completely different. But, we're talking to the cousin. He goes, on average, what is that, stupid question, but I just need to know, what is that average of like how many people, throw themselves out the window or something like that? And he said, they can't throw themselves out the window. I was like, what do you mean? So we go to the dorm, there's nets. You can't throw yourself out the window. If you do, you land in the net. And then the people come and get you and they take you to therapy. This place is like a whole city, right? And he goes, throughout other means, you probably get like 6 to 10 a year. And I was like, okay, that seems high. The way it was reported is that seems high, 6 to 10 a year. I go, I got a crazy question. How many people on campus? Oh, almost 600,000. What? Almost 600,000. You know how many people in Portland? 667. If you went on the internet and you look right now, what was Portland's self-inflicted unalive rate? It's probably into like 3,000, 4,000. 6 to 10. This is just math. Don't get mad at me. 6 to 10 out of 600,000 is 0.00 like 1%. But over here, because we got to make like we're doing good, bro. I bet you GM has a very similar count with less employees.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, talk about they build everything. So we're seeing where they make routers. We're seeing where they make like the beginning. This is early beginnings of like LED lights, and they showed the place where they bring in all the sand and whatnot to what's not really sand, the ingredients to make the chips, and they're just piles of the stuff that they put in and they heat it up to make the silicon chips. And they build their own cars, they build their own phones. Their phones are better than iPhones, but they don't exist in the world. They're only made for Foxconn. But he said, you want to see something funny? And again, this is 2013. This is an amalgamation of the best Windows phone with the best iPhone with the best Android phone, all of the features put together to make their own internal phone. They just take all of the best parts. And it doesn't see the light of day, but for the internal communications. And then they had their own car. Like, it was like a little kind of half gas, half electric thing that we rode around in. And then again, it never leaves campus, but it's just so you can move around campus. But it's so enlightening. And so the reason why I dream so much about these translator apps, getting to where they are, is I think it will lighten up the audaciousness of just being heinous about something that you really don't know nothing about.
Yes.
You would hope. You would absolutely hope.
You would hope.
It's kind of crazy.
You would hope.
It's kind of crazy. What color are we working with? Paul, you paint your nails too? Yo, why are you doing this? I've never done that before. What is the problem? Yo, I am having tech issues, which is hurting my nerves. All right. I can directly edit the form here, but I pulled the fields from your guest intake to the samples you entered. So form title, boom, we got that. Let's do that. We can just do it this way.
It seems like you're having a lot of fun with your Notion, learning Notion.
I'm trying. Okay.
I had the AI build a database for me yesterday, and it took, some time. That was like, just a first stab at it. But it did it. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I wanted to make a tracking database for all of the products, like Amazon products to make videos about.
Oh. So
and I wanted to build it where I could just upload.
Next year. I mean, next
go ahead.
week. No, I'm just saying that's a good idea for next week is learning how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
View link property. Full name. I guess that goes there. And what kind of questions did you ask it to come up with?
I just was like, can I make a database where I can just give you the link and you fill in these fields? And then, there's like a couple things I said, and I was like, I can't do it that way. I can't do it that way. And then I was like, what do I need to say for you to do it that way? And then it told me, and I was like, great, let's do that. I will produce an AI the way I will produce a person. I'm like, great. What do you need me to say to you in order to do the thing I need you to do?
I like that. So explain that in step by step.
Right. So like you have in your mind, you need the AI to do a thing. but it's keeps saying, I can't do that. I can't do that. Instead of banging my head against the wall, I will add to the question, what do I need to say to you in order to do the thing? And then it'll go further back into the process and be like, oh, yeah, you need to say it this way. And then I'm okay.
I like it.
Like I'm having it also like teach me how to talk to it, you know?
I like it. Let's see what Rich said. Yo, I got the hiccups. Rich said, "How does? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, stop that! How does the AirPod translation work when you have to reply?"
So like you're having a combo.
When
they have to have AirPods too.
No, they don't. It speakers it out.
Okay.
So I don't even know how I can demo it. This may or may not work. I don't have my AirPods in. But when you go to do it, it will you say what you want to say, and it will convert what you want to say into the corresponding language. Right? Let me see if that translate that works. Because I wonder if it says it works for earpods, but can you do it with no AirPods? Or you got to use
right. Like, why wouldn't you just be able to do that?
Yeah, it's so weird. It says use AirPods to listen and communicate naturally to a person who speaks another language. But here's a conversation. Oh, let's try. Let's try this real quick. Eden, are you here? Let's see. Actually, I'll do Spanish because Rich is in Texas. He'll hear enough of it to kind of semi understand what it's saying. Okay, so I'm going to do. I have a question. I am looking for the best place to go and grab a bite to eat, but I'm looking for something that's a little bit healthier and reasonably priced. I didn't go fast enough. Okay, so.
Tengo una pregunta. Estoy buscando el mejor lugar para ir y comer algo, pero estoy buscando algo que sea un poco más saludable.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
But again, like Eden says, it handles the Romance languages relatively dope. So let's switch it to this and let's try the same thing. Hey, I have a question. Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for somewhere to eat, but I want something that's relatively healthy but medium priced. I'm not have to be cheap, but medium price would be good. I appreciate your help. Come on, fat finger.
嘿，我有一个问题，很抱歉打扰你。我在找地方吃饭，但我想要一些相对健康但价格中等的东西。它们必须便宜，但中等价格会很好。我很感激你的帮助。
Let's wait for Eden to say if that was good or not. Oh, actually, I can do my own. He's so dumb. I can do my own. I didn't think. Excuse me for being ignorant. It's early in the morning still. I can do this my damn self. He's so stupid. All right, let me remember my question. Good morning. Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for somewhere to eat, but I'm kind of wanting something that's healthy and let's say medium priced. It doesn't have to be cheap, but I want good, healthy, and maybe close by. Sorry to bother you again. Thank you for your help. She said the words are strange.
おはようございます。お邪魔してすみません。私はどこか食べる場所を探していますが、私は健康的なものが欲しいです。そして、中価格を見てみましょう。安い必要はありませんが、私は健康的で多分近くに欲しいです。もう一度お邪魔してすみません。ご協力ありがとうございます。
Okay, I agree with Eden. Some strange things, but the two things that it did really well, which is Japanese style, which is why I even questioned it that way. Apologize for bothering them, apologize to get in the middle, and apologize to get at the end. And it did get that part right. So Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to go a long way to helping out. It's it's kind of funny, but super super interesting. So one thing as I'm doing this, gang, which I thought was pretty cool, if I go to my response fields and I pull up this version of Billy and I'm looking at these, various things that I have here, when I was going back to the intro and went too far. Why you go too far? Bomba Clyde,
Why you do that?
Why you do that? When I go here, if I go to my form builder, it was easier than I thought. I was not stressing out. I was wigging out over the fact that I got to remember what I had put in the response fields. You don't. Because as soon as you come down and you hit plus, it says, what do you want to put next? And so you just select proposed topics and then it can be multi-select and it's already there. So if you build the response database first, you can come back. You know what I'm saying? What did Rich say? So the pods will give you something to say, and no, you don't have to repeat it back. It plays it out loud for them on the phone. Yo, this is irritating the absolute fizz out of me. It's not supposed to do that. Like, why is it doing that? That is so irritating. I never told you to do that. Stop it. You're pissing me off. Sorry. I hate having tech issues. It really, really chaps my nerds. So no, it happens in real time. So you have the phone flat and they can see the phone. And you say what you got to say. The phone plays it out loud on the speaker in the native tongue. They say what they have to say to you in the native tongue, and it plays it in English in your ear. That's the way it works. It's pretty interesting. Let's pause it.
Wow, your thing's like wigging out.
Yo, let me check something. This is super irritating, bro. I don't know why it's doing that. It's never done that to me before. Yo, this is beyond stupid. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this window to this window and then see what happens. All right, that's better. I think what's happening is the monitor is causing an issue for some reason. Because when I move it to this window, that problem goes away. Kinda. Anyway, let me stop fighting it. But it's hiding your guys' chat. I'm going to move you guys to this window and then do it this way. Okay, so let's get back to building this out. This is driving me nuts. It's giving me a freaking headache. But yeah, this is really cool. So if you get it, even if you built a database yourself, like what responses that you're going to want, you just map this out on a piece of paper, and then you would come down. I'll do it again in a second. I'll show you what I mean. It's not that hard, but the AI is cool in the fact that it can help you do some of this. So after the proposed topics, we're going to want to get in the head shoot. And then you could upload a file, gangster, okay? So we want to put that as required. And then we're going to click on the next piece. And then we're going to go, we want the website, bingo, not required. This YouTube, bingo. And then I'm going to put... I don't care about LinkedIn and Twitter, but I'll do it anyway. Kind of hate both of them. But you got to be nice to the guests. It might be where they want to be at. And then
It's where they want to be. That's right.
Let's go record. Oh, let's do the name phonetically. Now, of course, this doesn't make no sense down here. So... They're very easy to move around. Very easy to move around. I'll put bio above role. Oh, this one should be required. Name and pronunciation, whatever, that's cool. Proposed topics. I'm not going to require that. Okay, what else? I'm going to put in the recording type. That's cool. And then, do I care about recording window? And then this is going to be, bam, put the end date. And I might have to adjust this, because this should be a calendar. But I can fix this later. Okay. Oh, this is cool. We want to put in the recording consent, right? And this description is where you would put in, something that you need to know. This is something that I'm not going to tell you because I ain't getting in trouble. You can boilerplate steal it from the interweb. I would talk to Gordon Firemark or somebody like that. And I feel you. I only got a couple last night myself. And then we're going to put the time zone. I'm not going to put that. I changed my mind. I don't need that. I'm going to put the checklist for the gear. All right. Let's see what they got. All right. So that's cool. It's basically done, dog. Like, I like how easy that is.
It's already very involved.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Honestly, for me, this is way more than I would even ask for, but it's good to have. If it can be built out easy.
Yeah. And the truth is, when I get them, I don't go crazy. I don't fill out half of the time either. So I like that, it's relatively simple. But let's try something here. So what I want to do is preview this form. Bingo. Looks gravy. And now I'm going to send it to you so that you can just try. And then,
all right, give it to me.
Let's see. Access to submissions. I will put no. Just right now, anonymous responses. Copy the link to the form. And then I will send it to Mary Lou. And we'll see if it works. And we'll call it a day.
Give me.
All right, you got it. Now, you people ask your questions while we wait for Lou to break my form that I just filled.
Okay.
I just made.
Where did you send it? In the chat?
In the Zoom chat. In the Zoom chat.
So when I open it, isn't it going to give me the option, the edit option, because I have access to it?
Maybe. I just want to see what happens.
Oh no. Okay. It gave me the form.
Okay, because I think I told it no access, but hey, we're pressing buttons, girl. We are learning this joint on the flizz eye. What are you? Okay, so Lou, how I'm always like, don't wait for these weird temporal moments to do something. But people is hard-headed, and they done told themselves that they gotta wait until the beginning of the year to kick off the next thing, whatever. And I kind of get that. You might be on all right, the year's almost done. I'm gonna walk into this. But what are you most looking forward to diving into for the new year?
Is it a question for me?
Yeah. Or anybody can answer, but I ask you because you.
Okay, so I'm I'm typing and then I'm also answering you. Okay. The question is, what am I looking forward to starting next year?
Yeah, or in beginning or whatever.
In beginning is my whole business. As soon as I get my life back, prepare to be sick of me. Might take a week to sleep. And then I'll be back, I like to post my videos, and I have not been doing it, right? And it's a choice, right? It's choosing where am I going to allocate the energy, and the choice has been a lot to deal with looking at all these animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm ready to look back at my stuff.
That's crazy. So, like, I wonder.
That's recorded.
It's not a wonder question. It's a weird question.
You
But
know what I mean?
I got weird questions. You gotta excuse me. You can tell me to F off.
Yes.
Do you feel
Let's
like
hear it.
yes, tell me to F off? Wait, what? Do you feel like this
Okay,
was
no, just okay. What is it you want?
do you feel like this was a preview into what it's like for people that have to create around their kids' schedules?
Yeah, I had been thinking about that like maybe this was to see that, right? Where it's like when people say like they can't do it, and it's like, and I agree with you, where it's not the like saying you can't. It's like you've chosen to allocate your energy in a different way. Like you can neglect your children. You shouldn't, but it's like choices, right?
Yeah. My mom definitely had those moments like, I'm tired with y'all. I'm out. Listen, y'all just go ahead and burn the house down.
Yes.
There will be ass whippings when I wake up, but I need to go into my room and don't nobody talk to me. So she didn't intentionally neglect us. She told us she's going to check out because it was just way too much.
Mhm.
And she told us
Yeah.
to mind our business and try to behave, but just understand
Yeah.
that you're not getting away with it just because I'm not ready right now. We're going to come back.
Mhm.
We're going to put this ass whipping on the schedule. You could come back to it
Yes.
later.
Okay, I submitted the answer.
Let me check. So, no, the reason why I asked that question, because I often wonder if I'm being, well, I didn't often wonder. This is your fault. I just want to let you know, asshole, this is your fault. I
Okay.
was perfectly
welcome.
fine being mean. Okay? I was perfectly fine being mean. And you're like, no. Some people got, this, and some people got this and this. And I was like, it's an excuse.
Mhm.
And then watching this derail my homie.
And you know me.
Holla, this is what I'm saying. Excuse
You
is not
know.
your middle name. Like, you're not even close to an excuse person. I can tell the people that be excusing, and I can tell the people who, and I like to think I can tell. Let's be honest. I like to think I can. You don't say, I can tell when somebody bullshit. Bullshit. But it's okay that you like to think that, because I think that makes your bullshit detector better because you keep telling yourself that you can do it. But it is bullshit. Nobody can really tell. We know this
Right.
because nobody knew that some producer was out here with 40,000 bottles of baby oil until they knew. And then we was like,
Until they knew.
damn! Makes sense.
You don't know
Like,
until you know.
Okay, now that you said that, I can see all that. You know what I'm saying? People love to do that, like in Law and Order.
Sure.
Oh, I knew who it was. No, you did. Actually, in Law and Order, you did, because they think we're stupid. Law and Order England,
and
maybe
I
you can figure it out.
I always go back to like he did say bad boy for life. Like it wasn't hidden. We thought it was just like, oh, like what a fun like saying. And he's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm an awful person for life.
So, Carmelita said, because if I don't want to, I won't get things done. Right. See, like there's an extent, right?
Yeah.
And just like, do I, like, after watching this, like, crush you to your core, which is painful to me. You don't want to see your friends flailing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind watching the Cowboys lose. I still love Rich. But I don't want to see Mary Lou flailing. And, like, I talked to her, and the look on her face was like, listen, bitch. And I was like, damn, this joint really, as we say in the hood, this really got her effed up.
Yes,
I heard
facts.
you say it, and I thought, many things we say, right? But I was like, yo, I felt it. I felt the look upon your face. And I was like, damn, this is like low key, high key, side keys, extra keys, smart lock affecting her.
Yeah, the whole piano keys.
all 88 and then Alicia keys. She had Florida keys. Like, I was like, bro, like this is legit kicking my friend sideways. And so now I feel like, I gotta have leniency, because even no cap, I be frustrated with my team sometimes. We got to get something done, And they're like, oh, we got to change it. Why? I got everything in place. Like, it took me a minute to get my ADD in check. I am lined up. I am ready. Adderall kicked in. And they're like, oh, my kid broke an eyelash. I got to go to the ER. I'm like, wait, what? F them kids. Let them suffer. They did it. Like, if I broke, my mom said, don't jump off of that. And then I jumped and I sprained my ankle. My mom's going to leave me sitting there in pain to think about what I had did. And when she get around to it, maybe she'll get some peas. We have frozen peas, and you just wrap it up with some frozen peas. But they told you not to run into something and you hurt yourself, you had to sit in your hurt for a minute. I do understand that was probably against the law. And I do understand modern parenting is different. But yeah, like the way that it affected you, even like at camp, like everything, it affected you. And strangely enough, in the same token, not this trip, but I think 2 trips ago, the house, I don't know what they call this, the daycare center, the cat sitters, they wasn't answering Paul, and Paul had to call Laurie to go over there and be like, hey, where the fuck is my friend's cat? And they're like, oh, he's fine. He's just not eating. He's not doodling or whatever. And then like it threw Paul sideways. Like Paul was like, mother. And I was like, real though? I mean, like, is it that crazy? But like I seen it, like how it full cap affected him. So that was the first foray into it a little bit. But then
and you're like, man, people are freaking out too much about just like a cat, right?
Yeah, that's my. Don't hit me, Paul. I'm just telling you how I'm is, right? Because like Osaka's an idiot, but whatever, man. Like
but that's not like your dog.
What it is, that's but I
put a dog that lives with you.
No, it was. It started out as ours. And then we put it with Mom's because when Dad was going through his dementia, it was kind of messy with her. And we were like, this would kind of help them out. We thought it would help Dad slow the dementia down a little bit. And he was just a little bit too much. So now he stays there because it does help her. It gives her something to do. She goes outside and, she plays with it and with him, throws the thing around. But he's still imprinted to me. Because again, the original owner took Osaka away from the parent too early, so he's very much imprinted to me. But yeah, it's still different. Like, but I guess when I was a kid, somebody broke into our house and shot my dog when I was like 4. So I got the lesson early.
Yeah, so you're like you can get attached.
Yeah, well, I had the lesson early on that you're gonna have to replace them. And then my other pets after that, I had a huge like fish collection, and one of the fish would eat the other fish, and I'd be like, "Yo, Dad, what happened to the blue one?" And he's like, "I think the orange one ate him." He what? He ate him. And I was like, "But I like the blue one." And he goes, "Cool, we just go down to Dave's and get another blue one." Okay. And then I was like, "Yo, I want this red one with the black things on it." He goes, "Those fight." What do you mean they fight? Well, if you put that red one in the tank with another one, they will fight each other until one of them dies. Oh, I need 2 of those. So I guess I had learned it that way early on. And then, my grandpeople had a farm. And when I got used to the chicken, they were like, yo, we finna eat that.
Yeah.
So I got those lessons differently, right? You know what I mean? And it has been a long time. But I believe if I had socks with me 24/7, I'd probably be a little bit like y'all. You know what I mean? When I had my roommate Brenda and we had a cat Smokey, it was her cat, but like when Smokey died, it effed with me a little bit because I was just used to that idiot coming and slapping me every morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, girl, get your cat. Why your cat in my side of the room? And then, like, hey, you lucky the cat woke you up. You finna be late for work. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like with Bud, right? And he's foster. It wasn't a choice. He just kind of landed upon us. And I say at the beginning, I was helping, but I was trying not to be like super involved because like Will's like, I don't know about dogs, and Will's the one who saved him. And I was like, I want to be helpful, but I was like, I also have other things to do. And then I saw he was melting down, and I was like, all right, I got to roll my sleeves up and get in here. Also, And I do enjoy the training of animals. Like, it's fun. I was like, if I can train the cats, I can train this dog. And like the progress that has been made from when we started to now, so it's like 2 months he's been with us, has been immense. But the thing is, like, you can't not look at him. So he's in the crate, right? And I got him to a point where he's learned to, be quiet. If I put you in the crate and I put the towel on top of you, you see me when you see me. Uh, but that took time to get to there. And all the time that's gone into this dog, like, it's about to be full cat, like full on cat. This place, I'm gonna like drill out walls and make this a cat playground. Be like, because they've just been like sitting in the, half of the apartment for 2 months. And when they want to play, I'm like, I'm too tired. I can't. Because it's always look at the dog, look at the dog, look at the dog, look at the dog.
Yo, that's so crazy. Eating said fish eating the other fish is disrespectful. No, I was talking about fighting fish, G. I was talking about fighting fish.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's really wild out there. But yeah, it's like, it's really weird. Like, I just seen the way it affected you, and I was like, bro, that's different. I want you to know what I changed it to.
Yeah.
Did you see what I changed it to?
No, I can't see it. Let me see. Let me go back to
It's in the responses.
the working form. Okay. No, not in the form builder. Is it under guest intake or with this?
Responses.
Responses. Guest intake. Responses, the second tab.
Nee said cats are better. I think Paul and Mary Lou agree with you.
Uh-huh. What did we change here?
Look at their preferred recording.
In review. Preferred recording. That's right. December 16th. We're gonna be in Hawaii.
Yo, Mary Lou is coming to Hawaii. She's gonna have to wake up early.
Yeah, where are we gonna go? Like on the top of a volcano? What are we gonna do?
Nah, I mean,
There's gotta be something
you'll be in
weird.
Waikiki, so we'll go to Waikiki somewhere, and like just like post up. I gotta get the Wi-Fi together. I'll call Jim. Jim, I need the Wi-Fi. We can go to Waikiki, and then it's gonna be Unstuck on the beach.
Unstuck, yes. Yeah, I'm so excited. The hotel I picked specifically, because I was like looking at a different one, right? Like that was across the street from the one I ended up with.
PK.
And in the reviews, they were like, this one is less kid friendly. I was like, got it. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that when they say this hotel does not like kids. Cool. That's the one I'm staying at.
That's where we'll be.
Yo.
That's where we'll be. I'm trying to have a grown and sexy vacation. Like, let's go.
Paul said he had both. No, but it's really weird. Like, I don't think I was me. I don't think. Who knows? Sometimes I'm out here. I don't think I was mean about it, but I was just always like, yo, is it that big a deal? Like, and again, I told you my position, and it's probably trauma bonding, but my thing is the people who are like way nicer than animals than they are to other people, and will like have a full meltdown about their PETA response or whatever, but then won't give some food to a homeless person. I don't know why that bothers me, but it just does. It's none of my business.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things that really irritates me. Well, I know you and Paul ain't like that. So it doesn't, it's not the same.
It's like the situation. It's situational, right?
Yeah. And then I think the other thing that I guess, this is going to sound crazy, completely not creator related, but you just need to know the mind of a mental person. When I grew up, cats, dogs, pets, whatever, very much part of the family, whole movies about them, the whole 9 yards. It was at some point in time, and this is dog people. Cat people don't do this. Dog people decided to use dogs as jewelry. And they started bringing them to the first one that got me was at an ice cream place. And,
okay.
This is kind of old school ice cream place. They don't have the weird glass stuff everywhere. It's just ice cream place. old girl, she got her dog in her hand like this, just
Her
walking
little
around,
purse.
leaning
Yeah.
over, not even in the purse. She's like holding it. She did
Yeah,
have
just
the
hanging
purse.
out.
It's a Louis purse, by the way. She's sitting there, she's like picking stuff, and
Always.
like the dog is licking the freaking counter and shit. And it was like, yo, this was like 2006, but it's like the audacity to just assume that people ain't allergic, number one, and you're just going to bring your
Yeah.
dog out. You don't have an infirmity. It's not helping you see. It don't have on a vest or anything. I'm just going to carry the dog around like jewelry. And it started with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton.
In Paris. Yeah.
And it blew up. I don't think they did it by themselves, but they were on TV about it, and then everybody started doing it. And then people started breeding jewelry dogs. I ain't never seen nothing that small until the last 10 years. And I'm just like, y'all be the same when we talking about GMO. You can't have gluten-free, can't be GMO, but you got a genetically modified
Like a GMO dog.
GMO dog. And I was like, yo, this is off. And again, those are the people who will look at me like I'm fixing to steal their stuff. I'm like, let's not get it twisted. That's your daddy's money. Okay? I'm not going to steal your stuff. I got my own. Okay? But like, I don't know, that just really started to get on my nerves. And again, most of the people who have those type of things don't treat other people with that same level of respect. But if I see you got like a big old yeller that you picked up from the shelter and, you out here taking care of it, it's taking care of you, or I see somebody like one of my neighbors, she has a dog that has wheels and she got it from the shelter, me and her is cool. But the people with the baby carriage and their dog in it, and the baby carriage says Louis Vuitton, which is not even real, like that's some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's not a thing.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Yeah. But now, where's the joy in the process that we're in now is that this couple that's going to do the trial with him, and it is, again, for them to feel good about making this decision. He's going to stay with them. Like, I can tell you this is their dog. But that is what's making this all worth it, because when it was like I was walking in the neighborhood and because I know marketing, and I was like, people here need to know. So I bought the vest that says, I'm a foster, adopt me. And then people in the neighborhood who've seen us a bunch of times, they're like, have you heard the term foster fail? It's like if you're fostering, but you end up keeping the dog. And I can't tell you a phrase that has made me more angry than this phrase has made me in the last 2 months. Because people will come up and be like, it's going to be a foster fail. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, this is a good dog. I love this dog. I hate my life with this dog because it doesn't fit. But I want to get him in a good place, right? When we were walking the neighborhood, I had his vest on. And I was like just tired. It was in the morning. I had my AirPods on. I was listening to something. And then these two girls come up next to me while he's like pooping in this like side yard. And I'm like, what? Like, I was like not in the mood. But they're like went for the dog. And they were like, oh, is he up for adoption? And I'm like, what? And they're like, is he up for adoption? I was like, oh my gosh, yes, he is. Are you looking for a dog?
She had a transformation.
Like Sailor Moon style. Just like twirl, twirl, twirl. She's on. But like, like it was like a girl and her friend, like they came out this house. We're in their yard and they're like petting him and they're like looking at him. And I'm like, I'm trying to clean up the poop. I'm like, here, can you just hold him for a second? And like I go and, they're playing with him. And then I give them the story and they're like, oh, the girl who lives in this house, she's like, I'm looking for a dog. My fiance and I are looking for a dog. What's his name? And I was like, oh, we're just calling him Bud, but like that's just like generic dog name. And she's like, that's what me and my fiance call each other. I was like, cool, girl, all right. And then she's telling me more about her fiance grew up with pit lab mixes that are black that look like Bud. And that like they just got engaged over the summer. They're wanting to get a dog first, right? To, start the family before they start to have babies. And it's in the neighborhood. And it was like, we just happened to be walking in front of their house and he chose that yard to do his business in. and
wow.
she took my number. She texted me like a couple hours later. This is on Halloween on Friday, and then like, can we come and see him? You know, because her fiance was coming back into town, and I was like, well, we're gonna be out with the trick or treaters, so you can come by. Like, we'll be out there. And they come over and they're like, we love him. Oh my gosh, we had already agreed to this big adoption event over the weekend, so I was like, we have this thing we have to go to, but if you want to apply, like, I will put you in the front of the list because I really do want him in the neighborhood. You know, like, he already knows this area, and he's got friends. Like, he's friends with all the dogs, and like he's Studio City famous because people are like, but Bud, you got to keep Bud.
And you
He's a
still
good
get to
dog. I was
see
like,
him even though you don't have
yeah,
to deal with it.
yeah, and then I can be auntie, which is all a girl wants.
That's cool.
You know, and they were like, somebody was like, oh, he thinks you're his mommy. I was like,
Nuh-uh.
mm-mm,
Stop that.
no, mm-mm, stop it. Like, I'm either his like drill sergeant or auntie, not his mom, not his mom. But this, like, so we did the house visit yesterday to make sure everything looks good over there. Great. Like, and they, you know, they want a dog. They want a dog with this level energy. They want this type of dog. Like, this is a
Great
great,
fit.
great
Yeah.
fit where it's like all the opposite of like where it doesn't fit for me. But I do remember when I saw Gizmo and I was like, that is
This is
my
your cat.
cat.
Yeah.
I just knew that is my cat. And she is, right? It was like, I wanted a black cat. I was looking for a black cat. This black cat, my friend rescued, was sharing it on Facebook. And she was like massaging her face. And I was like, oh, that's my cat. It just, it, it is, right? So that's what I feel like with them is that they saw him and they're like, that's my dog. And I was like, yes, it is. How soon would you like it to be your dog?
That's fire. All right, I want to say something.
Yeah.
We're gonna close this out. I want to
Mm-hmm.
relate this to what we do.
Yeah.
I feel like this whole thing that just happened with Bud happens to
Mm-hmm.
people when they're trying to create content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me explain. Let me make this make sense.
Do it.
You watch.
He's gonna marry Lou, y'all. Watch out.
You watching it? Let me do my hair. Get right.
He's like, let me bring it back around.
Wait, I need my. All right, now we good. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're watching something on the interweb, or you go to a show or whatever, and you're like, yo, I like this. This is really cool. I think I can do this. Or someone tells you like, oh, they made a bunch of money on their car insurance by switching to Geico, you know, making videos about losing weight or doing yoga or whatever the hell that excites you. So you say, I'm all in. I'm going to do this. And you pick the dog that's not your dog. And that's because you got excited about that person's outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't think about what your outcome. Is it an inside outcome or is it an outside outcome? Is it a lap outcome or is it going to be a big outcome? You know, is it a shelter outcome where you're adopting somebody else's mess and you're trying to do it better because you don't think they're doing it right? You know, like all of these are considerations. Very similar to picking a cat or a dog. And does this consume as much of your life as an actual pet? Absolutely. You know what people call it? Before, y'all called it side hustler. You know, my generation called it a pet project.
Oh. Whoa.
Right? Y'all called it a side
Mm-hmm.
hustle. We called it a pet project. I don't know what Paul called it. They barely had just started writing and making books. they had the chisel. They had the chisel. It was like,
Stop it. Stop.
What? Sorry, Paul. Sorry. Yo. So I think what happens is if you catch the vapors from somebody else and it gets you excited, and that's what it's for. You're supposed to be inspired. But you're supposed to be inspired to train your own journey. Okay? I spent a lot of time training socks. And why did I spend a lot of time training socks? Because I watched before we got him. They had no plans on getting him. He was an accident, but I watched all of these videos from Caesar Milan. It was just one of my favorite shows because I used to have a dog. And I had been here for a long time, living in places where I couldn't have a dog. I finally had an apartment where I could have a dog, and the question came up. So I was watching Caesar Milan. Love Caesar Milan, seen every episode. And I'm like, man, I could do what that fool do. So when we got socks, I started training socks like Caesar Milan. Like, yo, the way he would go in his pad, if he needed a new pad, he would look at you and look at the pad and be like, really, dog? I gotta go. And I was like, oh, snap, let me go get a new pad. I get a new pad, walk around 3 times, smell it, knock the pad out. And I was like, gangster, this dog is good, right? So I was like, when we get it to the parents, this dog would be no trouble. And because I had just watched Caesar Milan, and Emma was still small, and, Baba being Baba, I was like, do not baby talk the dog, talk to it in normal tone, and do not bring your hyper high-pitched ADD energy to the dog. You have to be calm and assertive. I was, spitting Caesar game. She's like, oh, Saka. And then he's wired. And once all of the training was unwound, he back to being a spasmodic dog, right? Like crazy. To this day, he crazy. And that is the whole thing too. Picking up somebody else's project and taking it from the training that I had given it, like Bob's not going to give it that same training. And so it unwound. So even taking my course on how to do your thing is not the same thing as you doing your thing and then taking my course to get some ideas how to add it to your thing. People are trying to take the course full cloth and then do the steps from the course full cloth with no changes and then go to the internet and be like, the course didn't work. It was a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just don't work. I made omelet this weekend. I made Jacques Pepin French omelet. And you know what happened? I'm good, most cases. These particular eggs, the albumin was wetter. It ain't working that way. How fast did it turn into scrambled eggs? Just it happens. But when you get the good eggs, the farm fresh joints, or you got it the day that they landed into the store and the albumin is sitting thick, that's the white part, dog. And then the yolk is doing this thing, you can make a good French with the right amount of lift and a little bit of chives on the top, hit it with a piece of butter or sour cream at the end, gangster. But these ones just wasn't doing it. So they turned into freaking scramble because you got to work with what you got to work with. And I think in a similar case to you getting this dog by accident, you didn't want something bad to happen. You thought it was something you can do, but it was somebody else's course and somebody else's content. And that doesn't make you a bad person.
Dog,
it doesn't make you a bad person that is someone else's dog. It's just not you.
And I think there is also something to be said about side quests, right? Because this dawned upon me on the live stream last week where I was like, the lesson of leave it, right? Teaching this dog leave it. And it's like, we get distracted where we're like, I want to go on this adventure. But is that your mission? Like, or are you taking your eye off the ball? You need to learn the impulse control to leave it. And sometimes
just like you taught Bud how to leave it. Same thing.
Yes.
And is it really hard for them? 100%, bro. They're trained to just mess up whatever they see. And so, I really feel like it's the same thing. Like adopting somebody else's situation or their problem just is not necessarily going to work out for you. And it doesn't make you, Paul, damn it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you bad. It just... Fucking Paul. It just makes
what did I miss?
I can't see you this picture that I sent to Luis and Paul. It won't be good. But so I like how we can wrap that back up because very much so you took on a quest that wasn't necessarily your own and found out the real way what you're really about, which is cool. Sometimes you got to go and check it. But we know what it left you with though? Here's the end result. It left you with the resolve to get back to your own and get back to it in a different way. Like,
right, because the energy that I spent on this dog, I'm like, oh, okay, like you have it because the dog like is whining, he's making noise, you have to look at him. That is our creator business, right? It's just not making the same noise where you can't sleep at night if you don't do the thing. But you know who can't sleep at night when I can't do my thing? It's still me.
Yes. And the
Because
way
it's
you
still
said
playing
to me that I can't find my way, I'm missing the plot, like I'm missing a thing. And it wasn't that, okay, let's just get it straight. She wasn't trying to quit.
And that was right before the dog.
No kidding.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
It was
like,
right
this is what I'm
before.
saying. Like something had distracted you from your light to the point where you were starting to second guess your own ability to have this light. The dog proved to you that you have the time, but then it also proved to you how you got to refocus. So asshole or not, yo, Cuz was sent to you.
Yeah, and I think that also with Will, like, because he's had a rough, like, emotional year, grief, loss, like a lot has happened, and it's like already at the edge of like running out of emotional steam, and then it's like, even my sister was like, "Do you think Nancy sent this dog to us?"
Yep.
Which is Nancy's Will's Will's
out.
mom, and I was like, "Yeah,
yeah, she did." She was like, "Oh, I know what to do," especially because she's a dog people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's like, they need something. And then everybody's like, you're going to keep this dog. And both of us are like, no. Like, we are so not dog people. So not, like, it is so not in our thing. But the lesson's good. And, like, he is a really good boy. And I love this dog. And then, like, last night, I was like, this could be his last night with us. And I was a little sad but happy.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how I feel when we're
be-
eating. Like, we spend a week with her. I do need to send her home. I'll be sad.
Stop it.
But I'm happy. I'm like, I got enough of her.
Stop it. Stop it.
She's gonna send me a hate text.
All right. Well, we got to some kind of lesson for y'all today.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks
cool
for
with
coming to this.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep rocking when I'm walking, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck, because it's really weird to see you derailed. It's just not like you, but I think it in a way it's gonna like strengthen your resolve. Like in a very Da Vinci way. That was super stupid. You knew it was coming. She's seen it cooking in my head.
It was there. He was there. And so here's this. So Will last night was like, this is one of the hardest times of my life. Thank you for being here with me. And I was like, this is nowhere near one of the hardest times in my life. Period.
I have to say, don't hate me, Will. I love you, brother. But that cracks me up. Like, having.
But like, because he's a sweet boy.
Yeah, I feel happy for the people that didn't have to go through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo.
And it's a thing. And I was like, oh. And then he laughed because, like, my response, and I was like, yeah, this is nowhere near the worst.
God dang it, Will. That means I got to stop getting mad at people for saying the software is overwhelming. According to y'all, that's overwhelming because
that's
y'all
the
ain't
hardest
seen,
thing that's ever.
Yeah, you ain't seen real trauma.
Nothing.
It's French.
Yeah.
It's trauma.
Trauma. Yeah, but it is like a little understanding of like training, like for when we're coaching people and we're doing courses and stuff. It's like you can't teach everybody everything at once, right? It has to be built upon each other, like lots and lots of lessons. So I'm sure once I decompress, you're gonna be like an onslaught of insights.
Look out, y'all. Look out. Man, look at Juju. She came up here. She done changed her thumbnail. She's like, check out my little spring outfit. Girl is about to be winter. Put a jacket on. What's wrong with you? I don't trust Juju. Some tell me when we meet her, she's gonna ruin us all. She's going to be the corrupter. Good to see you, Jay. Appreciate you. All right, family, let's go. I'm going to go do this meeting real quick. And then I'm gonna do a meeting, and I'm going to step away from the computer and go get some outside.
Yeah, because you've been there nonstop for like 8 hours.
Caleb got me wanting to go outside.
Yes.
Right.
You got to put it on the list. That was a great talk, by the way. Y'all go back and watch it.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Next week, we will have the incredible Billy Throp along with us. So who knows what happens. This will be our first guest. We might break something.
Yes, likely.
Bye.
Bye.